to her rescue?
I don't know. But I don't know. She didn't think it was funny. The guys where she works at thought it was really bad of me doing that. But you know what? I had the best laugh in the world. So, I only do this stuff like once a year.
Yeah, it's a good thing. If you did it more than that, I don't think you would. We wouldn't. You'd just disappear someday, I'm afraid.
I don't know. Could you imagine you're living in Arizona and you go into your family closet and you know what's staring at you? A live bobcat.
Oh my God!
So
was it? Wait a minute. Was this Florida or Tennessee?
This is Arizona.
Oh, okay, a new one.
Yeah, a new one. So the family, I guess they would be really freaked out. So they had to call the wildlife, authorities to come and remove the bobcat out of their house because I don't even know how it got into the closet. It doesn't say that. But I guess that would be a kind of a scary thing to open up the closet and here's a bobcat looking at you. That's almost as bad as what I did to my wife. Maybe somebody did that to that family as a joke.
That's no joke, man. Those things could tear you up.
Oh, yeah. And then some. And a woman in Florida is reunited with her lost bracelet after 17 months. Well, that's better than 17 years, isn't it?
17. Oh, yeah, 17 months. Yeah, there was the other one. Remember, it was like 17 or 20 years or something. It was crazy.
Well, I guess in Florida, which we always have to talk about Florida once or twice, don't we, every night, Bear actually steals sausages and Cool Whip from a Florida family's freezer out in their garage. I bet you if they would have been like that other guy and had beer there, bears would have been drinking the beer and had the sausage, and they would have had the Cool Whip and beer. They would have been all set.
Yeah, those bears, man, look, they go there, they want their beer. They want their beer, maybe a few chips, something like that. Not whipped cream and whatever. That's crazy. Bears want beer.
I guess. I mean, to them, that probably tastes good. Could you imagine going into your garage like that one guy did and found a drunk, passed out bear? At least it was passed out. I would not have loved to walk in there while that bear was half stoned.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine waking up a claustrophobic, drunken bear on beer and startle him. That'd be one day to start off bad. I could just see that.
Well, a man in Arizona, I guess tonight's Arizona, he breaks the world record. He builds a pyramid out of pennies. $10,303.15 worth of pennies.
I seen that. That is amazing. You know what I couldn't believe? I couldn't believe that it didn't fall through to his basement or wherever he built it, because that's a lot of weight.
Oh, yeah. And in India, a daredevil, lays on a bed of nails to break the world's record. Unfortunately, he was impaled.
Oh, boy, that sounds like a holy experience to me. But, yeah, I why do people do these things? I do not know. God bless them. It's not something I would do. You know, I stepped on one nail one time, and it went in my foot, and I got to tell you, that was not comfortable for about the next month and a half.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, in Arizona, a bear goes into a camper, like a trailer camper, crawls into the bed and is covered up by the blanket. Now, the guy comes in. He assumes it's his wife.
Oh, no.
He gets undressed, gets under the blanket, and realizes it was not his wife.
I wonder if he realized it before he started getting a little frisky, because that could go south real quick there. Oh, my goodness. These bears, I'll tell you, they're just becoming regular home invaders. They're just getting really domesticated, aren't they?
I guess so. I guess they like Cool Whip. They like drinking beer. They like sausage. What else? I mean, hey, they got it made.
Yeah, they like to cuddle up with you in bed and do all kind of crazy stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I do gotta say one thing though. All them stories I've been reporting on these humanoid figures and cryptids and stuff around the Rosemont, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
There's another one come in, a huge black bat-winged entity observed by multiple witnesses in the Rosemont, Illinois area. Another one. And this came in, it was reported on the 23rd of this month, so that's just a few days ago.
Oh.
And, yeah. And here's a little comment, what they were saying. They came outside. They heard like a loud scream. They thought it was a woman in danger next to the parking lot, next to the large field there. And they realized, looked up, it wasn't a woman. It was a huge something with wings flapping, and it flew right over top of them. And it was about 7 to 10 feet above them when it flew above them. So they got a real close view of this thing. So could you imagine? Now think about that. You hear like a scream. That's the sound it made, like a woman screaming. And you look up, because that's where the noise was, and you seeing this huge humanoid wing thing flying above you about 7 to 10 foot. Picture that.
That would be really scary. There's sure more reports lately. Maybe it's the time of year, but, of Mothman and all these cryptic, creatures, In fact, tonight we got Jason-Offutt will be talking about monsters all across the United States. And then tomorrow, go ahead and tell everybody who we have tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow we have Lon Strickler, and, it leads way into all these stories I've been talking about, especially the one I just talked about. They're his stories from his reports and his research. So he's going to come on and talk about all the ones I've been talking about, these cryptids for the past week. He's got all the in-depth details that he's going to be sharing with us, and he's got a lot of newer information that we're going to learn tomorrow night.
And don't forget, at the end of the month, I have him and Tobias on together, and they're going to be telling us, I should say end of November, giving us a whole bunch of scary, reports of cryptids and stuff like that. That should be awesome with the both of them together.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, because I've been doing a lot of research on this too, in that Rosemont, Richmond area, Barrington area, in the O'Hara Airport area, these areas have been getting sightings right and left. And I mean, some of them, like the last one I just read, that's, flew above them 7 to 10 feet. Could you, that would blow you away.
No, more than that. I'll tell you that. Again, I want to tell everybody, in November 15th, we're making a change on the show. We were going to originally be on 5 to 9. Well, with some of the radio stations and all that stuff, we rather have you on 6 to 10. So we're going to be on, starting on the 15th, 6 to 10 p.m. Pacific West Coast time, 9 to what? 1 p.m. Or 1 a.m. on Eastern time.
Right, correct. Yep. That'd be 9 to 1 Eastern, and that'd be 8 till 10 Central. Or no, not, or 8, I'm sorry, 8 till midnight Central. And then, 7, is it 7 to, I forget, whatever it is.
Well, we'll be on anyway, an extra hour. And now what that extra hour is going to do is we're still going to have our wacky news, but we're going to have, actually, even before wacky news, we're going to have paranormal news. And then I will be talking kind of about the wacky news. And then we'll have like a round table with James and Sam Ritchie on. And then we'll have our first guest on for an hour and a half. And then after that guest is off, we'll maybe take some phone calls. We'll do, some roundtable talk with hopefully you, the listener, calling in. And then we'll have our last guest for the evening on for an hour. And after that guest is over, we'll have a half an hour just to do a recap about the whole night's show. So it's going to be an extra hour and more fun for you, the listener, and certainly more fun for us here and the staff at Night Dreams Talk Radio After Dark.
Yeah, and just two more things I want to add. One to that is I will be doing a daily, nightly news of paranormal updated news every night. So you want to make sure to tune in and catch that, like little stories about cryptids, UFOs, whatever it may be. And also, this Halloween, Gary, we are having a call-in. You want to tell them a little bit about that?
Well, we did at the beginning of the show.
Okay, well, I didn't know if you wanted to recap it.
Well,
But anyway,
we can recap. I'm going to recap it all night, but we're going to be just talking for like 3 hours on Halloween, telling ghost stories, telling cryptids, talking about Bigfoot or whatever, okay? Or people going out in the woods and seeing something going on they should not have been doing, like James. We'll be doing that, but you know what? You can call in after 7 p.m. Pacific West Coast time at 1-253-203-6681 and tell us your scary story. Now, we're only going to limit you to one scary story and maybe 3 to 4 minutes to tell it. So, if you want something to share and be part of the show, that's the night to do it. By the way, this is what one of the new things will be happening on the 15th of November. So I'll let you all hear this.
Night Dreams Talk Radio Network brings you the World Paranormal News with James Creechbaum. Now, the latest news.
So that'll be going on starting on the 15th. So every night, you're going to get 3 minutes of the most current paranormal news delivered by the one and only James Creechbaum.
yeah, I feel like a cross between Walter Cronkite and that guy on Hee Haw. But either way, you're going to get the most current paranormal news. It comes in every day. I report on some of it here, but you're going to get a lot more of it and more details every night, starting the 15th of November.
And don't forget, we're going to have 2 people. Tobias Whalen will come on once a week, starting after the 15th, and give us some recaps on cryptic news, reports of sightings, current sightings of Bigfoot or Mothman or Slenderman or whatever. And then we're going to have another guest. Ryan will be on once a week, giving us the latest reports on UFOs.
Yeah, Ryan Fusco, he's going to be giving us a report. And that's going to be intriguing because there's all kind of UFO reports coming in every day from somewhere.
Yeah, they just keep on growing, too. So a lot of changes is going to happen, my friend, and it's only for the better on Night Dreams Talk Radio After Dark.
Yeah, this show's really taken off. It's taken off big time. It's really growing and expanding in all aspects, quality with the guests and everything.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you're a band out there or a singer and you want your bumper song or your music to be, on our show for a week as bumper music, you can certainly contact us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com. That's nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com. Send it to me as an MP3. Also, at the same time, you need to sign a little thing. It just says that you own the song and you give us permission to, play it on the show. And that is required, along with your address, your name, and a phone number. And we will plug you, if we like the song, that is, I should say. We will plug it on our show for 1 week.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the bumper music we have, I really enjoy it. It's really catchy.
Oh, I like it. Also, on the website, I put Tom's picture of the whole group from Metatron Power and Light. There you can now see who they are and what they look like. So all you have to do is just go onto the website, Night Dreams Talk Radio. Go onto it and type that on your computer, or you can be like me, old-fashioned yet, type in www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes. You're listening to me, you're listening to James, and hopefully Sam will be on here after all the breaks. So we'll be back.
I gaze upon the annals of time, one thing that comes through: we are not alone in this universe. It's a thought that rings true. Ancient cave dwellers drew spacecraft on the poles. It's It's a recurring theme. I've seen the same thing